Hello, this is Leon from southern Bulgaria. I'm near the Greek border and I'm going to visit the abandoned village Zherka. Let's see if I can walk across here without getting wet feet. Well done. A long time ago in Bulgaria, if you were a person of any significance or just had made a lot of money, you could be a benefit to your village and make this kind of source for water. Bulgaria has a lot of springs. They are actually all over the country. You just have to dig a bit and install a tube and the water will come out indefinitely. So there's an endless source of water there. This could be very old. I can't estimate how old this is. Some of these sources have a kind of Ottoman inscription or some logos. This one has none of the sort. It could be built during communism as well, because just a bland grey construction. But either way, it's interesting to see how nature slowly takes it over when a village is abandoned. I'm halfway to the village now and you can find some, let's say 2 or 3 of these sources on the way to a village. And you can see it's still working. Don't know how old this one is, but it's slowly being taken over by nature, crumbling apart, and that's just very interesting to see. Here's another one. Look at the way nature is slowly taking over. Unfortunately, this one's not working anymore. Let's say 10-20 years, and you won't be able to see this because it will crumble apart. Nothing will be left of it, unfortunately. So as you can see, the water source I just showed you is right there at 20 meters from here. And here we have another one, which goes to show that this village had a kind of wealthy population, or at least some significant people who made some money. And as I'm in the south of Bulgaria, it could very likely be a Turkish or part Turkish Pomak village with a Turkish speaking population or bilingual population. Anyway, the Pomaks or the Bulgarian Turks had a tradition of making even more of these water sources than the Bulgarians in the rest of the country. So that's another explanation. Although I'm not an expert on that, it's what I heard today from another person. Here's another one. Look how beautifully it is surrounded by green. Let's see if this still works. This must be an old one. No, unfortunately not. The cup's still here. So here we are, the abandoned village Zherka, and it certainly beats my expectations. Because look at this beautiful old house still standing, probably abandoned. There's nobody here. Just stunning, and look at the centuries old tree. It is just fantastic. There are a lot of little flies here, so I'm trying to keep them out of my face and my mouth. More importantly, look at this. Water sources. You can see how significant this was in earlier edges. Cup still here. Water still running. And again, look at this tree. It is just stunning. A little place to sit. Probably nobody has sat here since many years. So I'm in the courtyard of this building, and it's probably not a house. Must have been a school or maybe a building for a municipality. I have no idea. We just look at how old and stunning this is. And what a shame it's falling apart. Little building next to it. This must be at least 150, maybe 200 years old. So I'm not going into this big building because of the danger it might collapse. And if you want to see how a building is really taken over by nature, this is it. Walls still standing, crumbling down and taken over by plants. Look at this one. At first I didn't even see it, but this is a building covered in plants. Most likely about to collapse. Won't be another 5 years. Garden's completely taken over. So the wall still standing. The fence. Look at this. It is just stunning. Here's another one that's halfway gone. And I'll just show you how remote this is. We're in the hills, and if this was any other country, people would pay thousands of euros or whatever to live here. Just look at the nature, it's stunning. This is some of the best nature in Europe. But there are no people anymore. The abandoned cemetery, and this is certainly Ottoman. It's completely overgrown. I don't want to step on any graves. Follow the path. all these stones are most likely graves. Overgrown, some with inscriptions, but all forgotten. An Islamic cemetery. So this was my visit to the abandoned village of Žerka. It was pretty hard to find in the first place because it's officially not a village anymore. The Bulgarian government takes villages out of the register if there are 0 people. I don't know the exact rule, but officially this was not a village anymore. That's why it's not in Google Maps and you can't find it. I had to use Russian search engine Yandex to find it on a map, and then when I arrived there was still a sign, but it was pretty hard to find. But very interesting. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you found it interesting. See you in the next video. Bye bye.